Can you comply with my request? Where's your water department? Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This would become a legal matter if you choose to go this route. Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to see that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir.
Who are you? Right.
What do you mean, who am I?
Where are you with?
What do you mean? I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me. I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you. I'll be waiting for the book, sir. Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter.
Today's video takes us into downtown Chicago, Illinois, with a stop at the Cook County Administration Building, where we find GoatBoy once again. I think this is part 5 or part 6. Yeah, this video was well over 2 hours. Anyway, he gets no satisfaction today. He doesn't get to submit his FOIA request, and the sheriff's office doesn't give a damn. No, they don't want to hear anything about his complaint. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy, GoatBoy.
Okay. Sir, do you know who I am?
I don't care who you
I'm a FOIA requester.
Okay.
That's who I am.
Okay.
All these
Here's
guys
my
know.
card, so have a
If
good
you
day.
don't know who I am, I'm a FOIA requester.
Have a good day.
Okay?
Have a good day.
Now here,
And you
wait
can
a
send
minute.
me no, I'm done talking.
So who's gonna accept my FOIA form?
You're going to.
You guys
you're
are
going
not
to send it, You're
non-compliant?
going to send it to me through email.
I'm not using email right now. I'm wanting to pick up these records in
I'm giving you
person.
the method. I'm giving you
Guys,
the method.
do not call Brian. He says he's the big shot here. Do not call Brian Steele.
Okay, have a good day, sir.
Sir, you're non-compliant. I gotta finalize these forms. Then this guy calls me an idiot. That's the guy with the trench coat from last
You're not
time.
welcome, and if you come back in the office, you will be trespassing, and you will be arrested for trespassing.
What law would I be breaking if I go in there?
Because I have told you that you're not welcome to do business here.
So-
I have given you
so
a
are you
method,
saying- are
I
you
have
saying-
given you a method for getting into business that you need done. This is.
Are you saying if I cut off my cameras?
Let me add one thing. Online, there is a process of submitting FOIA.
I'm not
FOIA.
using
I know
online.
that.
I'm not using online at this second. At this second, I want to pick up these records in person in the next 5 business compliant days. Okay? Are you telling me if I shut off my camera,
Sir,
you
I'm
want me to
telling
go back
you-
in there?
I'm telling
Is
you,
that what you're telling me, sir?
I'm telling you, have a good day.
Okay.
We are done with this transaction.
So you're saying I can't come back today?
And I'm done with this transaction. Now, Gabe, if you want to entertain them, you're welcome to, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
All right? Thank you, sir, and have a good day.
Sir,
Not together.
so that's not compliant. You're not accepting these FOIA requests. And he called me whatever he called me. That's you. Idiot's the word. You know what you are? Come here, I'll tell you what you are. You want to know what you are? You're a public record. That's what you are. Regardless of form or characteristics. That's what you are, a public record.
That's telling him, Georgie boy, you really cut him down to size. You know what you are? You a MF. You a SOB. No, you're a public record. That's what you are. Doesn't he look handsome sitting there at his computer? He looks real studious. Looks like a jackwagon to me.
A walking public record. Okay. Now I'm gonna make a show about that right now. Okay, you know what? I gotta go out to my car, put a little bit more money in the meter, then I'll be back in here. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Is the superintendent available?
She's on the telephone, sir.
Okay. Hello, sir. No, they caused the scene, and I got somebody assaulted me, so I'm here to do a report right now.
Vignana?
Go out of report on what?
Yeah, one of the employees that assaulted me right now. I
don't know if you would come to us for that.
No, absolutely. Those are county employees there. So I want to point the employee out. I'm going to point the employee out on film so you guys know who is the statute violator, criminal statute violator. Upstairs, we're working for the deeds office. I'm so peaceful. The only thing I do is film, and people don't like that. That's the law. That's permitted. I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm here to conduct business.
You found out when you went there, they
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, they're tyrants. That's what they are. They're bullies.
Do tell, Georgie boy, you were bullied? Sounds like a job for Goat, Goat, and Goat, because it may become a legal matter.
Do not call this number here. That's the big dude over there that thinks he's above things. Is the superintendent here, sir? Hello, hi, ma'am. Where's the lady over there with the glasses?
she's not here. The lieutenant? Miranda?
What's your job title, ma'am?
Superintendent.
You're the superintendent? Okay, good. Ma'am, they're not allowing me, the people that work at the recorder of deeds are not allowing me access inside the building. Okay? That's unlawful. Hi, ma'am. Oh, ma'am, could I have a word with you, please?
You don't need to see me anymore?
Yep, I do too. I need to speak to her too.
Okay.
You see here, listen to this, Miss Superintendent. Because you are above all, you are the superior of these two employees here. Is that correct?
They do report to me, yeah.
Okay, that's good. So now that everybody's watching here. So a little side note. Ma'am, every time I conduct business in the county building and Chicago building, I always film because I always remain calm and professional. I use my words wisely and I know what I say and I assert my rights. Okay? However, other employees, adults, they don't comprehend. Some people don't abide by the code of ethic that they have. They violate the law instead. So that being said, I did obtain that report that you wrote on the assessor's office, and there was a contradiction in there from your writing. It's a good thing that you did specify the truth, which was that office was the assessor's office. Do you remember that event?
I remember.
Yeah, okay, good. So you did acknowledge that that was the assessor's office. And the man up there, he by filing that sheriff report, ma'am, there's a state statute that says, and I'll bring the state statute, that says that office shall be open from 8:30 till 4:30, regular business hours, 5 days a week, all year round except holidays.
Now keep in mind, this is all because GoatBoy is currently not online. Wouldn't it be much easier to sit in the comfort of your own home, even though it's a squalor? Yeah, he lives in squalor, no doubt about it. But it would still be much easier to sit in squalor than to take yourself into downtown Chicago, run out, put money in the meter so your car doesn't get a ticket. I don't know, GoatBoy. You're just an idiot.
Speak with the assessor if they believe their taxes are too high. So that office has to be open all year round. That means I could come sit in that office and drink water out of that little fountain they have and read through newspapers that they have on the desk, sitting leg on leg every day if I wanted to, until the busy employee has a chance for me to voice any complaints that I do have. So that being said, the next time I do his personal office, you hear these words, which is it's not his personal office. There's no right for him to ask me to leave. I could sit there from 8:30 a.m. till 4:30. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm abiding by the statute. I have the right to be there, filming public record, which I see on the wall, and filming public record with you folks are public record regardless of former characteristics as long as you're on clock hours, which is business government operation. Okay, ma'am. So that's about that, because I have so much business to conduct in the county building and the city side as well.
Now, what kind of business would Georgie Boy have to conduct in downtown Chicago? I don't know, but he's going to sit there with his goats leg on leg and get those FOIA records.
That all of it requires a video, and every video shows the true definition of the event. Okay, ma'am? So I just wanted to clear that up. You might be the responding officer in the near future when I do visit that hall. At that time, I will have the statute with me from the Illinois compiled statutes that shows, hey, at that time, you tell the man, hey, you know what? Here's the statute here. He does have the right to sit in here to voice his complaint. That's the bottom. You can't ask him to leave. This is not your private office. And because he locked the door at that time, he violated the law. You, on one part of the report that you wrote, ma'am, you wrote that it's the assessor's office. On the other part of the report, you wrote that it's the his private office. So it's like it's a bad word. It's called statutes. Statutes are more than 20,000 pages.
Based on my investigation, whatever is on the OR is what's on there.
Yeah. So moving forward, so that particular man, he does not like seeing the video. He does not like it when one person out of 100,000 people knows that statute and sits in the office leg on leg reading through the newspapers on the desk. You know, some employees, they're not used to you know, the Freedom of Information Act. Okay, ma'am. So moving forward, that's that event.
Okay.
Now this event here, have a good day. Now this event here, and what's the time on your watch, ma'am, for purpose you see? Okay, I'd like to hear it from the actual officer though. But so that's that event. It's like every time I come here, ma'am, I have video proof. You won't hear from me say anything disrespectful, even though I'm able to because I have the freedom of speech and I don't have a code of ethics.
Oh, we know you don't have a code of ethics. You have no morals at all, do you? Nah, and you don't have any common sense, common courtesy, or anything else that's common to most people. You're just a bloody idiot. Oh, I already said that, but it's worth repeating, isn't it?
Okay, that
We weren't able to provide you with stamps.
okay, I don't know if that was the case, ma'am, but anyway, that particular officer has changed their approach because is aware now that I am able to record in a public place.
So there's no issue now.
There's no issue with that officer. There's no issue with any sergeant from this side here.
Okay.
The thing what's going on today, ma'am, the recorder of deeds made a violation event. Okay, they made a violation event. 40 minutes, 50 minutes, they wasted my time. Which he told me by email. I told him, he gave me his business card. I told him, no, I'm abiding by the statute. I'm not using email for this request. I'm winding up this FOIA in person, which I have the right to do. That means you're familiar with FOIA? That means I filed this piece of paper, and in 5 days, I come back to the office to pick up the response.
Right.
If the lad only had a brain, huh? He never did see the Wizard of Oz. I just don't understand why you want to do all this. But here's the thing. If he doesn't do it in person, he has no material to upload to his pitiful YouTube channel, of which Dr. Dave made him famous overnight. Yeah, before Dr. Dave came along, he had about 3,000 subscribers, and nobody watched his video. You should be thanking me, GoatBoy. You should be down on your knees. Well, on second thought, I don't want you to do that. Let's carry on.
No. I'd like for you guys to be able to arrest right now. If the employee is willing to apologize, I wouldn't do no report or no file no report. If he's man enough to right now, I'll show you on the video of a crime.
What I would tell you to do is that you need to file a complaint with CPD so that charges can be filed against that person.
Ma'am, the CPD officer came in, started calling me out of my name, got in my face. They're working together of being non-compliant. That CPD officer should not be on the field.
Doesn't have to be that
Okay.
CPD officer.
Anyhow, ma'am,
There's many
it's a
more.
complete show, the letter S show that they're doing. Okay? It's a complete S show that they're doing, and they're violating the law. And you being sworn deputies and you being a sworn superintendent of the highest intelligence, ma'am, you will be abiding by your job title to take this matter seriously. Okay? So that being said, if you're able to send one of your undersheriffs to identify the man who I'm making the complaint on, I'll go ahead and show the proof of the statute being violated, which is I'll pull out the exact battery code Okay.
Your proof?
Oh, dearie me, it sounds like a violation of law. Official misconduct. I wonder if this is a class 4 felony.
Will be presented in court. It cannot be presented to
Well,
us.
I have to file a
Listen.
report.
Listen. Yes, you will file a police report with the allegations. If
Okay.
CPD deems that there has been a crime committed, that person will be taken into custody, and whatever footage you have
Okay.
will be presented as evidence.
I'm
You
not-
can't look at that.
Okay,
Because it could be
that's
evidence.
what you specified on video, ma'am. You specified that on video. However, also another thing is that I need a sworn under sheriff to protect my right now to protect the First Amendment freedom of press, to escort me to the finalize this and hand it over to the FOIA officer, because them guys up there, the security guards or peace officers, them guys are bullies, and they want to put hands on me again if I just open the door and walk in there to conduct my business.
What door are you referring to?
The recorder of deeds.
Do tell, Georgie boy. They're like bullies? Well, that's definitely a class 4 felony. Oh, they could be charged under color of law and all that other stuff. You tell them, Georgie boy. You get them.
All because I'm recording a video.
None of us have prevented you from entering.
Well, what I'm saying is that's
We have
protect. No. So why are they preventing me from entering right now?
That's a good question.
Yep. So we need to we need to figure that out then.
I say to you, go back over there.
Yep.
You've been nothing but gracious.
Thank you.
You've been calm.
Absolutely.
You have not been disorderly.
Yep. Not
Okay.
not at all. Not at all.
Okay, so my understanding is that aside from what they deem to be their rules and regulations, you are not an issue for us.
Mhm.
It would be safe for me to say that you are not an issue for us. You should go back and tell them that you need to conduct business.
Yep.
And you're conducting your business in an orderly fashion, and you're not being disruptive.
Mhm. But
That's the
they're
best
not
that I
allowing
can
me that,
do.
ma'am. They're not allowing me at all.
I don't govern their office.
Okay, so what? There needs to be accountability. There's.
I understand that. That accountability and how that happens is up to you, because I can't make them be accountable. They don't fall under me. I don't govern that.
Well, are you insinuating that I should do a citizen's arrest?
I'm not.
Oh, yes, indeed. A citizen's arrest. Are you a citizen of the United States of America, GoatBoy? Are you here legally? I wonder about that sometimes. But remember, good people, there may be 100,000 people that see this video. Not on GoatBoy's channel, that's for damn sure.
If anybody puts their hands on me right
I'm
now?
not saying that at all.
Okay.
I am
So then
not
if
saying
there's an
that.
undersheriff that sees one of the employees physically, stops my movement, or does not allow me to gain access to conduct my official business, then that means there would be a reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime happened from one of the employees.
Be, addressed by the Chicago Police Department.
That is of no help. That is of no help there. Okay.
But I'm
Anyway,
telling
I'll go
you
ahead
that
and
if
mark
you
it down as
feel that-
non-compliant.
If you feel that a crime is being committed, then you can ask CPD to investigate that for you.
Okay, anyhow, ma'am, it is very important. It's healthy for the Freedom of Information Act forms to be filed. Okay, it's healthy. It's a part of transparency and accountability.
It absolutely is.
Okay, and the way that they're going about it is as a violation of the law.
I understand.
But anyhow, do you have a business card, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Do you have a business
I
card?
don't have any. I just gave one to the last one to someone in a meeting.
What's your first name, ma'am?
My name is Superintendent.
Super Piano. What's your star number, ma'am?
It's 282.
282. Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
Signed and dated oath of offices. Where would I be able to purchase those?
For whose office?
Sheriff, under sheriff. That the clerk?
Good people, would you believe this video still has another 28 minutes to go? Yeah, we'll bring that to you next time. That's enough. I got a bloody headache from listening to him whine and cry. Ma'am, 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 sir, sir, sir. Shut your mouth with that shit. Man, I'm telling you. He sure got a purty mouth, though, doesn't he? Yeah, okay. Stick around and watch a collage of GoatBoy clips. Cheers to that.
An ordinances book. Yep, that's correct. Come again. Is there any reason why these officers are here? I got permission.
Sir, you cannot film me here.
Because the information you're providing is unlawful.
I don't want
You can't film me.
Call the sheriff. I have permission.
I don't want you to
have
film.
Don't get close to me. You want to go that route? What is the reason for calling the officers here? I want to know what your job title is to see if you're able to assist.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who's the one who called the officers in the first place? Because this may become a legal suit now. This is transparency. I'm conducting an audit. While I wait for the clerk to show me the statute about freedom of information, I need to do an inspection on the town, city, zoning and ordinances book. I have permission. I have permission. I have permission to film here, sir. Ma'am, please ask your superior before disrespecting somebody of the public. Where's the water department for this town? Don't yell. I'm talking to you softly. Why are you yelling at me?
Sir, please stop recording me.
Okay, I need to do an inspection.
I understand that. Please stop recording me right now. You do not have my permission to record me.
Okay, is your facility open to the public?
Not currently.
Not currently, okay. Okay, can you comply with my request? Where's your water department? Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This will become a legal matter if you choose to go this route. Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to see that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir.
Who are you with?
What do you mean, who am I?
Who are you with?
What do you mean? I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me. I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you. I'll be waiting for the book, sir. Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter. Please comply. Pass. I got a pass. Along with an inspection on the zoning and town zoning and ordinances book. I'm going to be conducting some business here. I'm going to be recording it. Ma'am, it's up to you, ma'am. There may be a suit in the court of law for non-compliance. What do you mean who I'm with, ma'am?
I don't know what you want.
I don't know why you're giving me a hard time or a bad attitude. In order to do an inspection on a book readily available. Hi, ma'am. What's your first name?
How can I help you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me what's your first name?
Who are you?
The budget book, ma'am. I need to do.
I don't have. If you want to have a seat, I'll.
Sure, that's fine. Ma'am, I have permission to film. I have permission. I have permission here. Well, you see, the thing is, my good man. Anyhow, compliance is the key, folks. Where does it state that? Ma'am, I need stamped copies of these FOIA here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, sure, possibly. I'm acting as press, ma'am. First Amendment. And I also have permission here with me. Okay, ma'am, you also have to abide by 2635.101 basic obligations of public service. Sir, I'm abiding by the statutes. It does not require a name in order to obtain record. Okay, well, you're talking unlawful. You're talking incorrect. That is not true what you just stated. Come again? Very rude. I'm not rude. It all shows on camera. You're the one who's rude. Well, anyhow.
No one really cares.
No one really cares? An inspection, if I wanted to take digital photocopies.
No, you cannot.
Absolutely, I can,
No,
ma'am.
you cannot.
Please comply with the law. Are you refusing service? Just tell me you're refusing service. Hand me over your business card and you will be hearing from my lawyer. If you go ahead and record, that means you're creating a public record and you cannot delete that off your personal phone. Your personal phone becomes a public record.
That's fine. I'll record it.
Okay. Well, sir, there's options to conduct business in person. You can't refer everybody to online. I'm not going to refuse my identification. However, I have not committed any crime. You cannot articulate that I have broken a law. Here's what I will tell you. Ma'am, there's no expectation of privacy in public. You could just call me sir. I'd like to file a police report of non-compliance about a employee that works here. Sir, I don't answer any questions.
You don't respect me. Why would...
So therefore, I'm not obligated to provide any identification in this matter.
You talk about my wife? What does my wife have to do with anything?
No, I'm not providing an address, ma'am. I'm doing a general inspection.
What does my wife? Why put up a picture and say that's my wife of a goat?
Not in my uniform, however, I do have my clipboard with me. That is not lawful. What you told me.
We're gonna have a ball at your cemetery. We're gonna bring you a rose, okay? We're gonna bring you a rose, and we're gonna say you were dishonorable. He's attached to the affidavit too. He's part of the enterprise. You drew first blood. Just like you do with all these auditors, you draw first blood. In the next 3 days, I'm going to have a criminal enterprise community section and it's gonna be real well detailed. I got an attorney that's helping me draft it up and write it up. Scumbag. You're just a plain scumbag, man. You want to say why I'm upset and stuff. We're gonna prove that you are breaking U.S. code. If I really wanted to be petty, I would take you to court.